Hello, this is Ian Hayner with Lakey Consulting. Today we're going to continue exploring Synergy Enterprise to help you build your team and grow your business. We're talking about how you can share, interact, monitor, and automate your business. This video will focus on sales opportunities. By definition, a sales opportunity requires more than just a simple sales task. It probably involves a team, and it may take days or weeks to close the sale. Generally, there are significant dollars involved. And depending on the type of sale, it can follow a sales cycle that has predefined steps. Let's start by creating a new opportunity from an account card to see all the elements that you can track. I'm starting in my normal workspace, but I'm going to use the My Accounts item on the menu here, because these are the accounts that I regularly work with. And we're going to choose Cozy Kitchen. They're an existing customer, but we have a new opportunity with them. We've only sold them supplies and things before. Today we're going to try to sell them or begin the sales process of setting up something larger for them, selling them some equipment. So we're going to create a new opportunity. It knows who the account is, so it automatically links that. The first thing it wants is some kind of a description. So we'll just, because we sell coffee equipment, we'll call this a coffee equipment sale. And we'll tie it to the contact that we generally work with there. That's Sally. We won't tie it to a project at this point, but we will give it some probability. And you'll notice that probability is going to have a big impact. Since this is brand new, we're going to give it a low probability because we don't really know exactly what's going to happen. And we're only going to put $1 in here, but you'll see how we change that dollar amount in just a little while. We're going to start this immediately. So I'm going to put today's date in there, and we hope that this is going to close by the end of August, although that can vary. We need to follow up with her by next week, so we'll just put in a date for next week. And we'll indicate the source of this, and in this particular case we get a listing, and she responded to a mailing that we sent. So that's what we're going to put for the source of the opportunity. And we're going to choose our simple sales cycle because that's an easy one to follow along with. So we have a simple sales cycle we're going to follow. We're also going to change the currency to US dollars because we're here in the United States, and we're not going to put any kind of an assortment there. For right now, let's just hit the Save button, and we're going to create an opportunity card. And you'll notice that there's some information here, and there's a lot of information that we can add to it. But now let's look at the various elements of this card. First of all, probably the most important thing is what's being sold. I'm going to scroll down to where it says items down here at the bottom, and we're going to add the items that she's indicated that she's interested in. So when I press the add button, I get a grid that lets me then add various pieces of equipment to this. So let's take a look at some items here. Here's an item that she's interested in. So we'll click on that. And that's an $8,000 item, and she's only interested in one of those. All right. And then we'll go add another item that she's interested in purchasing from us. And that's our golden pike model. And she's interested in one of those. And again, they're fair size items. They cost quite a bit. So we're going to save that now. And you'll see what's going to happen here. Once I've determined the items that she's going to sell, you'll remember that I added $1 up here at the top. But when we go down to the bottom here and hit the calculator button, it's going to change the value of the planned amount of the opportunity. And the screen refreshes, and now our planned amount is the $10,895, but the expected amount is multiplied by the factor of 10%, so it's really only worth $1,089.50 to us right now. But as the probability increases, the expected amount will increase as well. So you can see that we can track not only what they're purchasing, but what the value of it is as well. Another important process here is to track who our competition is. So you'll see right here that there's a competition area. I can go in here if I choose to and add competitors that we've competed with in the past. So we've dealt with these folks in the past, and they're a good provider, but we were a better one. So we want to add them as competition in this so that we're aware of that. And you can also see that when I'm in the competitors section, I can indicate what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. So let's put down that their strengths are fast response, but that their quality is poor. And we'll just save those two things. So when someone comes in to talk to this account and they are told about this competitor that is working with, we can see that our quality is probably better than theirs. So I have the ability to track all kinds of information about people that I'm in competition with here. By the same token, I can also indicate partners that I'm working with if that's the case. So if there are people that are going to speak up for the product for us, or customers that we're going to use as references, we could cite them here, or we could have other partners that we're using, perhaps suppliers of ancillary products that would be helpful to us. And we can indicate here the role that the partner is. So is this person a lead, or are they just a reference? So I have different roles that partners can play. Again, for larger sales, you're often going to use people outside your organization sometimes. So you see that we've got sales information, general information with some dates. We've also got the timeline, which we've talked about in a timeline video. If I wish to inform the team about where we are on this, I can share an update right here on the timeline. And then finally, we've got this whole section up here, which is basically a little way for me to track the documents and projects and workflow and reports that are related to this opportunity if I need to do that as well. Now once I do this, because we attached it to the sales cycle, it's going to kick off a series of requests for us. And we're going to talk more about the sales cycle requests later, but you can see that the very first step is that we need to qualify this. So watch another video for sales cycles so that you can see how they're used, but basically they'll take you through the actual steps that it takes to qualify, propose, close the business so that we can show that we have made progress with the deal. So this is a quick view of what you can do with opportunity cards and how you can manage them with lots of great information. Thanks for watching.